Hey everybody, Illini4life here, and I am back. Yes, sorry, I told you I was probably going to do a holiday video. I didn't. I was out of town with the family. I thought I would make a video, but it was the holidays. I had to spend time with my family. So, since I've been gone for so long, there's a lot to talk about in the world of Illinois sports. So, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to split this into two videos of what's happened in the last couple of weeks. College and pros. Oh, and I've got a quick announcement to make about the post-game shows. I told you I was going to do those too. I didn't because, I was out of town. I'm still going to do them for basketball season. I'm going to make like one every week, and it's kind of be like a recap. And maybe if Illinois has a big game like Ohio State, I'll do a post-game for that. But anyway, now we will go to questions. First question is from Badgers Packers MooCow002. His question is, who do you want to win the Pinstripe Bowl? You asked that before it happened. Probably assumed I was going to make a video before. I didn't. I actually thought Rutgers was going to win by a final score of 27-13. I know you probably won't believe me, but I really did. Next question is from Big Husker New York. He asked, who's a better football program, Nebraska or Illinois? Historically, Nebraska. I'll give you that. But I do think we are on the rise, and we will be better than you next year. I'm not a huge believer in Taylor Martinez. He's not good in a clutch situation because he's not very good at passing. Shieldhouse is young, same as Martinez, but Shieldhouse has actually shown improvements in his passing ability. So I think we are better. Third question is from Viking Zone 18. He asked, what do the Fighting Illini, LeBron James, and a tree have in common? That's pretty random. I would have to say nothing because trees and the Illini are both very, very good things, and LeBron is a very, very bad thing. So I would say they have nothing in common. Sorry, Viking Zone, that you're jealous because we beat you in basketball. That's just how it is. Now, as you may have noticed, on the first question, I was about to say Badgers Packers 12, but then I realized I had to save that for last because his question was asked specifically to Trent. So I got Trent on the phone here to answer it. Hey Trent, his question to you was, will Jimmy Johnson win the Daytona 500?
My answer is no doubt, undoubtedly the best NASCAR racer. He is going to win with flying colors.
I would agree with that, and I think the question's kind of funny because your final word was about how NASCAR is a sport, so I think he's trying to make fun of you.
No, he's not. He agrees.
Okay. Alright, so I told you guys I'll split the episodes into college and sports. Today's is going to be college. I'm going to split them into college and pros, Today's going to be college, so first we're going to talk about the Illini Bowl victory. Okay, so as we all know, the Illini got into a bowl, the Kraft Fight Hunger Bowl, and they played the controversial UCLA with the 6-7 record. Well, guess what? They're 6-8. Go Illini.
Yes, go Illini. We were clearly the better team. Our defense is too much for any team. Clearly, UCLA was outmatched, outperformed, and outplayed by the mighty Illini, who are better than their record showed.
Much better. This defense is why I think they can win the Big Ten next year, because the offense will get there. The offense is full of young players that have a lot of experience, but still have a lot more experience to get, like Shieldhouse. I think we've got a great future ahead of us, but unfortunately, our interim coach and our defensive coordinator, our great defensive coordinator, Vic Koenig, announced he will not return to Illinois next season. Very sad news.
Yeah, because defense wins championships. And I'm watching this Rose Bowl that's going on right now. It's tied at 28.5. Both these teams are undeserving of winning because this is not a defensive game, and I don't like it.
Yeah, Oregon, it's okay. They're not in the Big Ten, but Wisconsin should know better. Big Ten football defense. They need to know better.
Yes, they need to learn from Illini Sports.
Yeah, they do. And they may have beaten us this year, but guess what? It's not because of their defense. It's because our offense did not play very well.
Exactly. We only gave up 28 to them. Defense.
Yeah, they're one of the highest scoring teams in the country. And when your defense is on the field the entire game, giving up 28 points is not bad.
Not at all. We are so good next year. We will be very good.
Yep. The only thing that is disappointing about next year, because there's a lot to look forward to, is that we will lose A.J. Jenkins, for sure, because he's graduating, and we're probably going to lose the best defensive player in the nation, Whitney Marsalis, our defensive end, who led the nation in sacks. It's pretty sad, but we will still be good.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate, but a team like Illinois knows how to replace these guys, and I know that they're just going to fill in for each other, fill the void, continue to play Illini football.
Yep. I wish them nothing but the best in the pros. I love these guys. I hope the Bears draft both of them now.
Same here, and I think they will.
Yep, it makes sense. Especially A.J. Jenkins. They need some receivers. So, great bowl victory. Good defense. Jenkins got a touchdown in that game. And Marsalis got a sack or two. Great game. Can't wait till next year. Winning season. That's nothing to snooze on. And it's the first time in school history they've gotten back-to-back bowls.
Well, the thing is, we are going to be stacked next year. We are going to be great next year. I wouldn't be surprised if we run the table. However, we may lose a couple, but I'm sure we'll make it to the Rose Bowl. I just have confidence in our team.
Next year, I think we'll go 10-2. I think we'll lose one conference game. I don't know who to. And I think we'll lose one non-conference game to one of the best teams in the country. I just have a feeling we're going to schedule someone really tough because we're confident.
I haven't really looked that far into next year, so I'm not going to make an official prediction yet. But I'd say around 10-2 is a very good pick. Once I see the schedule and break it down myself, I will furthermore make a prediction.
Alright, I think that's it for Illini football. We'll see you guys next season on that. Now we're going to talk about the Illini B-ball team.
Yeah.
So since we last talked, Illini B-ball has been kind of up and down. The big border war game against Mizzou, that was heartbreaking. I was in attendance. We had to come back from a large deficit, and we were up with like 2 minutes left. But Mizzou's offense, they just score so fast. We were up 2, and then like 20 seconds later, they were up 3. It was just so much to handle. And you would think that would be, not good, that we can't win against a great team. The thing about Mizzou is they've killed everyone they've played this year, and we were down by a lot. We could have just laid down and given up. But no, we fought back, we fought through adversity, and we almost had that game won.
And it was a fluke loss. Mizzou is still overrated. I know they beat us, and they can say that. But they're an overrated garbage team still. They got lucky against us. If we would have come out with our A game and not our D-minus game, we would have won easily.
Yeah, if we would have played like we did when we came roaring back, we would have won by 10. Not making excuses, we should have won, but I still think we're better. Then, the next game, we had Minnesota. Big Ten game. Minnesota had a good record, and it was a great game to be at.
It was, and we won, and I loved it.
It was fantastic. It wasn't looking good. Minnesota was at the line. They could have put the game away, but they missed. We made it. We made our next shot. We took it to OT. Then we took it to double OT. And then we won convincingly in 2 OTs. Great game. Electric atmosphere. Fun.
I think it's safe to say that the better team won.
Yes, I would agree with that. Because Minnesota, they're okay. I think we're far superior. We didn't have a great game, but we did win. we did come through in the end, and that's all that really matters.
Yes, I think we escaped, and I think it was a good escape because we are better than that, and we know it. So we're just gonna plow through Minnesota next time we play them.
Yeah, it definitely was an escape, and that doesn't mean that we're bad, because we almost lost to a not very good team. It happens. It happens to everybody. They have escapes, or they lose to a bad team. But we escaped. We won't let it happen again. It'll be fine.
Yes, indeed.
Then our next game was against Purdue. That was not such a good game. And people say that it's a bad loss because Purdue isn't ranked. But really, I don't know why they aren't. They're a very, very good team. And it was also on the road.
Yeah, I've got 3 words for you. Robbie Hummel. All right, that's all that needs to be said because he is a great player. And when he brings his top game, it's hard to stop.
Yeah, and Robbie Hummel's been there for like 6 years. It's hard to stop. I think we're better. They're at home. They're pretty tough to beat at home. In the first half, it was close, but then we just didn't play very well. And for some reason, we have not played very well on the road this year.
Yeah, I think it's just some early Big Ten play blues. I think we're going to eventually get used to the road feel. And by tournament time, it'll be like nothing. Neutral site will be like home.
Yeah, I agree. The 2 neutral site games we've played, we have not won, but we'll get it together. Big Ten, it'll be fine.
Yeah, when you go up to camp, the first few days you're homesick, then you love it. That's how Illinois is. They're homesick right now, and they can't deal with being on the road, but soon they'll love it. Yeah,
neutral site games in non-conference are tough because when you're a big program, most of your non-conference games are against lower-level teams, and almost all those games are at home. So you play like 8 games in a row at home, and then you just have to go somewhere else. It's tough.
It is very tough.
So looking forward to the Big Ten season. We're 1-1. Our next game is at Northwestern. So
yeah, that'd be.
You go.
Yeah, that's a very easy win for us. It's at Northwestern, but there are always more Illinois fans there than Northwestern fans. I think it's basically a de facto home game. We win easily 90-30.
Yeah, Northwestern, they are an interesting team. They are 10-3 or something, I believe. Good Big Ten season. They might make it to their first tournament. They did this last year as well. I don't think they're for real. I think we win. Then we have 2 straight big home games. The first one is Nebraska. That should be easy. But then the next game is Ohio State.
Easy. I know they're Ohio State, but if Indiana beat them, we can beat them.
I agree with that statement. I don't know that it'll be easy, but I do think we will win. I don't think that they are a serious contender. I didn't think so last year either. Everyone thought I was crazy. But my argument was, when your best player is a post player and he can't shoot, it's going to be hard to take over the game when you really need him to. And what do you know? They lost in the Sweet 16. So Sullinger has one bad tournament game. They're in trouble. I know they have talent around him, but it obviously didn't work last year.
They will lose. They will lose. I know that.
Yeah, I think our big guy, Myers Leonard, will shut him down, and then everyone around him, he makes the other players better. So when he's not playing well, they don't play well, and they lose. They've already lost 2 games.
Yes, they did, and in fact, I think they're going to lose more.
I don't think they're going to be first place in the Big Ten. I predicted before the season started that they would be, but just the way that they've looked so far, I just don't think so.
I agree completely. 100% Ohio State, not good enough.
No, I think we'll win the game. We'll rush the court. It'll be fun. It'll be great.
Forward to some fun.
Yes. And so, since we have been gone for quite a while, I'm just going to update everyone on how all the basketball players are doing. Brandon Paul is stepping it up. Myers Leonard has 3 straight double-doubles before last game, and he might have had one last game, but I'm not sure. But Joseph Bertrand, he is the big guy lately. It started in the Mizzou game. He was perfect from the field. And then he's been starting. He started the Purdue game, and he's just been playing great.
He is capable of that as well, because he is simply greatness. And I believe in all of our teammates to do such good things.
Yeah, and DJ Richardson, he's the leading scorer. He's definitely our best three-point shooter. Sam Maniscalco, he has struggled lately, but he's been getting it going. He's been playing all right. He's averaging about 10 points a game. Brandon Paul hit a really clutch three against Minnesota. I think that's going to be his signature moment, and now he's going to start dominating.
I know. That's the key thing. When you get a big play, suddenly you skyrocket to greatness. It just happens. Just one game, and it takes one shot to do it.
Yes, he is confident now, and I haven't seen him play like he has lately, and he started the season pretty badly. So knowing him, you would think that he would just not play well, but he has bounced back, and he's showing a lot of maturity.
Very mature for a young fella, and I give him a standing ovation for that.
Yeah, I would too. And in fact, we did at the basketball game.
I did in my car. I pulled over to the side of the road and did it.
Yeah, it was kind of embarrassing, but that's a different topic. I think that is it. Now, what is your final word, Trent?
My final word is LeBron James needs to sign with the NFL. I don't care what team, but he is good enough. He will be better at football than at basketball because of his height, his dominance, and his swag.
I actually think he'd be better at football.
Yeah.
My final word, I'm actually going to start doing final word right by actually making it a word. My final word is Twitter. Twitter is great. I love Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, Illini4life1, and I'll make announcements about like Chicago sports and when I'm making an episode. It is so fun.
Hey, yeah, I agree. It is great.
It's pretty fun. Follow me, Illini4life1. Don't have a lot of followers yet. And also, I want to ask you guys to add me on PlayStation Network, also Illini4life1. I really want to start an online dynasty. I'll be Illinois, of course, and try to be like a Big Ten team, but if not, it's fine. I really want to do one.
I'll do it. I will do it. I want to.
Okay, that's it. Have a good week, everybody. Illini4life signing off.